Hello. I thought I would post a update video on the 69 Alfa Romeo I've been working on. What I got done last week. So for the people that were watching the last video, here's a little update for you for what I did. Okay? I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you. Okay? I didn't film myself doing it. I'm gonna work on trying to do that. But I don't know. Really want to watch another guy work? Like, work sucks. It's not that fun. Works, yeah, it's work. But this has been fairly pleasurable work. So without further ado, here it is. 69 Alfa Romeo. Last week, I think I just had this sitting in there, and I had it bolted down to the motor mounts. I got all of the cross members in, the driveline hooked back up, and I don't know. Did I get the pinion shaft done last year? I think I did. I did. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And I got the radiator painted, and I got it flushed out and cleaned and leak checked, and it is ready to party. I got my new bushings put back in for my radiator. They were all crappy and full of overspray and cracked, and so, I replaced those, which is importante. And let's see, what else I get done? I got lower radiator here's put on. I got one, that I have to, hold on. Whoa, I think it goes this way. Yeah. Does it go that way? Yeah, it goes this way. Yeah. So I like to just go to the the auto parts store and buy one that matches that bend. I live in a small town, so they let you just go back there and find one that works. So I got to cut this one off right there. I got to cut it up right there. Bada bing, bada bang. There's an upper radiator hose, right? They sell them. I don't want to wait 6 weeks for a $30 hose when this one was literally $9, okay? $9. Got the spring inside. It's an upper radiator hose. Bada bing, bada bang. I got my heater core line put in. New heater line. Boop, into there. I did flush the heater core out. Got all the sediment and stuff out. I didn't film any of that, but cleaned some of that stuff out. Also put some a little bit of sound deadening mat with the tin foil. I like the tin foil stuff. A lot of people are using the Dynamat or the Kills mat or whatever. I like this stuff, this old school tin foil stuff. It's great, I put floor pans in it. I had to put some sound deadening back on it. That's what I came up with. That's what I did. So it'll work just fine. It's nice and thick. I just like this stuff better than the Kills mat. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, I find it like easier to work with. It's just easier to work with. Yeah, anyway, I got the windshield wipers put back in, and I got all of this painted. I got it painted in way down in behind there, so it's nice and sealed up and protected, And I got the wiper motor working, factory plug-ins and stuff, but this little guy here, the power wire on where it goes into the motor, this is where it plugs in from the switch side, but when it goes into the motor, this little sheathing was cracked. So I had to put a new piece of little heat shield on that and clean that up. You can't see it, but before I put it in, I didn't want that to potentially smoke and start a fire or whatever. And the motor still worked perfectly fine. It just needed a little bit of love on that wire. So I got that fixed. I got my relays all put back in where they were before I painted. And I got this radiator hose, this heater hose. I'm just waiting for a 90 that goes from here to here. I don't think it was factory, but the original one came and it looped way around, and it could kink right here. So I don't know, maybe the owner put that on at some point. I don't know, but I'm putting a 90 in there so it's a nice, smooth, easy, no kinkage. We don't want no kinky stiff going on the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, I think that's about it. What I got done. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but like it was quite a bit, It's quite a bit, I think. Oh, fan. I got this all put back in, my electric fan, boop. And then I went through and I got all of my lights, my mount brackets that are welded in. I went through and I just made sure I got paint everywhere on the inside of all of this. Because when I paint this, I'm going to just back tape this edge right here all the way along. And then I'll just mask up to this edge all the way along, all the way around, boopity-boo, and right there. So I wanted to make sure I got paint in there. And you can't see it anyway once the headlights are on and the grill and the surrounds are in, done. But it still needs some paint. So that's what I did with a little brush, so I didn't have to tape anything up. Done. Easy peasy. Oh, I also got this done. The owner hasn't seen this yet, but this is electronic ignition that the owner had put on probably back in the 90s that still worked perfectly fine. And my goal, like he wants to keep this car like he worked on this as a younger fella. And I wanted to try to keep some of the stuff that he had done to it because this car is very sentimental to him. He bought this in 1969, literally brand new. He is the only guy that's ever owned it. So I'm kind of like privileged, I guess, to be working on this for him, which is pretty cool. But so anyway, I'm saving this. This still works just fine. But he had actually mounted it over here in this corner back in the day, and it like hung down over this bag. I didn't really like that. I should have welded those frickin' holes up. Ugh. Ugh. God, that bugs me. I'm going to have to figure out like a wire or something I can put through there. That really bothers me that I didn't weld those up. Because I didn't know that I was going to be putting this right here. Yeah, oh, God dang it. Anyway, I built a little bracket, comes up, and I just mounted this guy right here, right? And then here's my power wire. Boink, the new harness will come right through here. It'll pick up all my relays, my flasher. It'll duck under there. It'll go there, there, and then comes around, hits the lights. But ground, power, and then the plug-in is down there. And then I ran the exciter, the little magneto. There was a bracket here, which I had taken off and sandblasted and cleaned up when I went through the motor and cleaned it all up. So that's where it's getting the magnetic field right there. There's a little magnet in that little probe right there. Whew. Sending the sparkulators, as what's his name says, to those. Actually, it's sending the juice, the magnetic field, the electric field to the coils, converting it to the juice, to the sparkulators. I'm an idiot, sorry. Okay, that's what I got done. So, yeah. What else can I say? I think it's pretty cool. Little 69 Alfa Romeo is turning out really nice. I have got this piece left to put in. It's right up there in that box. That is going in there Monday morning. And I'm going to finish up this section here. Finish up that. That's a vent tube for the heater system that I had to take out to get, you can't see it, but there's a heater hose with a little check valve right up in there. Well, that vent goes right here for the defrost, and for the, not for the defrost, excuse me, it's for the dash blower. I had to take it out to put the new heater hose in onto the check valve. Short story, long story. So that's got to go back in before I forget. Okay, All right, well, that's it. I got these hinges painted too. They look way nicer. And then when I go to paint it, I can just back tape this edge. The hinges are already painted. I can put some nice masking tape on that. Keep my paper and my plastic from blowing around. Harness still there. A friend of mine's going to do that for me because I hate electricity. I could probably do it. Oh God, I don't want to. Okay, that's it. Oh, I got the throttle linkage hooked back up. Oh, and this came from a company called Caddyshack. I mean, Summit has them, but that's the one I used because there's a lot of Webers on Volkswagens, you know, and these are little Weber. They say Bologna. Oh, they're the Italian Webers. Okay. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Anyway, for 2 Webers, you have to have a dual feed fuel pressure regulator. Webers like 3 to 5 psi of fuel, 3 pounds, excuse me, to run correctly so they don't, blow a bunch of fuel out and get overfueled. And that's what the guy that rebuilt them recommended I run. So I'm going to put this guy on and plumb it up. And here's the new line. It's already plumbed up. It's all been replaced. So next week I'll get you a video on how the final plumbing of the Webers went and what I did. I'm sure it'll be pretty simple. It's just, 1 line in and 2 lines coming out to each carburetor. It's pretty easy. So, okay. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy it for the people that are watching this along, and I'll keep doing my best to get a video out for you guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You can like and you can subscribe to my channel if you want, because I'm going to put a whole bunch of different kind of stuff out there. I just posted another video today about like DTMs and urethane primers and like the stuff I'm using on some of these old cars that I'm doing. Yeah, like and subscribe. That'd be great. Thanks for watching.